What's happening, guys? Welcome to another episode. In today's video, we're going to be talking about these awesome seat belts. So, I'm in my Mini Cooper right now, and this car does not come with red belts stock. The standard seat belts that come in this thing are actually black. Now, the cool thing about it is that you can send out your old seat belts or your current seat belts that you have in your car, and you can get them swapped out with pretty much any other kind of material, like black, red, pink, blue, different kind of custom colors if you really want to as well. See this big assortment of colors right here? You can get anything here and anything in between. It's insane. So I've had these SafetyRestore seat belts in my Mini for the past little bit. No lights on the dash, no airbag lights, no problems whenever you're buckling in this into your buckle. And I'm gonna be installing this same kind of thing, but not in this. I'm gonna show you how to do this in my Z. So because I'm in my Mini, you can tell that I'm missing half of my interior. So if I were to show you guys how to install these, it would literally just be me undoing a couple bolts, taking the old ones out, putting the new ones in, and then bolting it back up. The paneling that you have inside the car needs to come out before you can take out and replace the seat belts. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that in the Z, and I have the replacement nice ones that are going in it. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that today, everything from beginning to end, and I'm gonna be showing you guys how to swap out your old belts with these new upgraded ones from SafetyRestore. So let's head home, but let's first do a pull. Okay, that's enough playing around for now. Let's head home. So if you guys are planning on doing this kind of job, you do want to be careful with the interior plastics. So what I'm going to be using is actually an OTC kit that is specifically designed to taking care of this kind of interior trim without scuffing up these panels. So if you use anything that's made out of metal, you'll probably scratch whatever piece you're trying to remove. So in this kit, there's a good about 10 different pieces, and you can use them on whatever kind of part on the interior without scratching it. So with that being said, to get the seat belts removed, you're gonna wanna start on the very back part of my Z. So this car, you cannot just pull the B-pillar off and get access to the hardware back there for the seat belt. So I need to start at the back. You are gonna have to remove the carpet and the little bottom piece that's covering the jack and the spare tire in order to pull out all of these pieces. Now with that being said, once you take off the back clip, you're gonna have to remove the side pieces. There's going to be a couple clips in there that are made out of plastic, and then you should be able to just pull them off. Moving forward, there's going to be a 10mm bolt that's held in on both sides. You're gonna have to take that out, and you'll be able to get access to the piece that's a little bit further up. Following that, there's going to be more pieces found closer to the cabin by the seats of the car. So you're gonna have to remove them, and you're gonna have to pry off, for instance, the two little pieces of basically steel and felt that are covering up the rear shelf. If you stick one of these plastic trim pieces in there, you can pull it up and yank it out. There's only plastic clips holding it in at this point. You're also gonna have to remove the Phillips head screws that are holding the center console area up to the back piece. After you take that out, you should be able to lift up and remove the rear tray, let's call it, on the back side of the interior. So with the Z now in this state, you can see that it completely exposes the bottom part of the seatbelt. We have the upper part now pretty much exposed, and we also have exposed the lower anchoring point. So what we're gonna need to do next is disconnect the little yellow electrical connector that's for the seatbelt. Now we're gonna have to disconnect that by first removing the black inner part and then pulling the yellow part off of it. So using this little pick tool, slide it underneath the little black connector, and you wanna push the little black part up first. And once you have it so that the back part is basically pulled up from the yellow connector, you can grab your hands and just wiggle the yellow connector off. Now it shouldn't be on there too tight. Don't break it if you can, because this is gonna be really difficult to replace later should you break it. So with that out of the way, the tensioner is out. Now we're going to need a 14mm socket to remove this bolt down here that anchors the entire seatbelt assembly up to the body of the car. Now not only that, you're also going to need a 10mm after you expose it right there. There's a 10mm, and then there's gonna be two more 14mm that we're gonna have to remove. But let's get started with these two. So moving up the belt, we need to remove the bolt that's anchoring the top portion up right here to the B-pillar. So using the little pry tool, we're gonna have to pull the little plastic clip off first. So here's a little tip. Start prying from the bottom in here, upwards. Pull that up. This cap will come off, and it will expose the other 14mm bolt that's secured up to the B-pillar. Now last but not least, there's going to be one more bolt on the bottom that's anchoring it to the body of the car. This lower anchor point down here is also secured in place with a 14mm. So using, not this because it's too big, using a regular ratchet or an open-ended wrench, we're going to have to remove this bolt. So once you have the seat belts out of the car, next up is pretty much packaging them and sending them out to SafetyRestore. So this here is the standard belt. There's a lot going on here. So there's the bolts, there's the harness, there's the actual seatbelt mechanism. There's a lot of stuff going on. So what you're gonna be trying to do is basically make it so that it looks like this. So nothing is gonna be able to get damaged. Nothing is gonna be interfering with anything. Now I'm not only gonna be wrapping all of this right here in saran wrap, but I'm also gonna be putting this entire thing inside a box that is bubble wrapped, just so that this does not break at all and I have no risk of, let's say, the little explosive in here going off. So that's just something to keep in mind if you guys are shipping your belts out to these guys. Now, my mini seat belts did not have this airbag system right here built into it. So the little explosive that's attached to this seatbelt is a tensioner that's supposed to lock this up and basically pull the belt down into it should you get in an accident. Now, some cars have it built into the belt. Some of them have them attached to the actual buckle. So the Mini had it in the buckle, so it's not exactly the same style, but once they're out, you'd ship them out and get them sent out to these guys. Now, ideally, you also want to keep all of your hardware as organized as possible because it might be another day or two before you can reinstall the new belts on the car. So with these all packaged up, we'll be able to get SafetyRestore to do their magic. Alright guys, so what we have here are the replacement seat belts after SafetyRestore has changed the webbing for my old belts. They also sent me this here. So this is basically all the colors that they have available on their website, not including any of the custom colors that you guys can go with. So these here are the options that they have on their website. You can also choose to do anything custom. So they've got greens, they have yellows, they have reds, blues, literally every color, silver, and they also have the names on each one of them. So if you want to go with something a little fancy, let's say a little bit of black and red, you can get something like this. If you want a camo green, royal blue, a stripe like this, a stripe like that. They also have really cool ones, like if you guys have a BMW, you guys can get the M stripe on it. They have a lot of cool options, literally any color you can imagine. But today, we're going to be installing my elegant red seatbelts that I got done here. The seatbelts that I have in the Mini are Ferrari red. So the Ferrari red right here is a little bit brighter than the elegant red. And I figured because the Z is a little bit classier of a car, I figured I'd go with something a little bit darker. So I think this is going to be a perfect fit for the Z. So when you guys get this back from them, if you guys decide to buy these belts, what they're going to do is they're going to send them back to you with basically all the old hardware that you had, just with different belts. If you guys want, you guys can find more information on their website about all this stuff. I'll have a link in the description box, but this is pretty much what you guys can expect. So after taking it out, you can see that we have all new webbing, the same bolts that we had before, some extra protection when they sent it out just so that nothing would get broken or damaged, and you guys can see that this looks terrific. If you guys want to see some really nice attention to detail, they have the old Nissan, like the little stitched part, from the old belts on here. So these things look exactly like an OEM belt, but they're just a different color. But we're gonna go ahead and install all this stuff back on the car. The old bolts that we took out, we're gonna be torquing those up to a proper specification. If you guys wanna find that information, it's going to be in the description box. But putting this all back together is gonna be really straightforward. Now, after all this is hand tight and this is connected, be sure to torque each one of these bolts to the proper torque spec. So this should all be snugged in place, and this should be torqued up, at least in my car, to 36 foot-pounds. In some cars, these are torque to yield bolts. Now, if they are, you need to replace them once you take them out. In my car, these are not. However, if they're damaged or if they're looking really bad, you should still replace them. Once that's complete, you can put the little cover back on top and then go ahead and install all the rest of the interior panels that we removed to get access to all of this. Something tells me you guys aren't ready for this. See this? Oh, I'm not ready for it. So fast, because it's red. Race color. Guys, real talk, seatbelts are mint. So this is the second car that I've done this to. I put these seatbelts in, and I have no lights, no problems, other than good looks. Now, I'm happy with the elegant red. It matches the rest of the other red parts that I have in the car, like the Nismo steering wheel, the stitching on it, the start button, and a couple of other things. Now, you guys can do this to pretty much any car. The only downfall of doing this is that your car is gonna be out of commission for at least a couple days. If you guys live close to the guys at Safety Restore, you're not gonna have that long of a wait time. But if you guys do live pretty far away, it's gonna take a little bit longer for shipping. But if you buy the fast shipping, you're not gonna have any issues, and you're gonna have a minimal downtime where you're not gonna be able to drive your car. But after the entire process, I'm happy. So the belts work as they should. It locks up, clicks properly, and they look killer. If you guys want to find any of the tools you guys saw today, from the tools that we used to get out the entire back trim or the belts themselves, you guys can find more information in the description box. So there are a ton of colors to choose from. All of this is available through Safety Restore. If you guys have any further questions, comment section is down there. You guys know what to do. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.